Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's going to be a general collective reading. Viewer discretion is advised. If you can't handle the heat, don't stay in the kitchen today. I wasn't planning on doing any videos. However, something changed throughout the night and now I have to answer. I hope everybody's doing well, especially after this Gemini full moon. Although it represents the lovers in the tarot, this is basically justice meeting Saturn and Neptune in the sky. That is what this whole reading is going to be about. Karma. An attack was made, and now comes the answer. So like I said, if you're squeamish, if you can't handle intensity or duality, you may want to switch off now. Alright? First off, we have despair. These are the people involved in the attack. Okay? The attack was to take your gift. And to basically end you. Or turn you. These entities were paid very well. Or given a gift. However, it didn't turn out like they planned. Now they're getting the response. 717. It's going to be an intense reading, guys. So prepare yourselves. And I don't mean to be so serious, because I'm going to be a smartass. This was stupid. This was the stupidest move that somebody could have made. I saw faces, I saw names, and I saw everybody involved. Let's get some information here. So we start out with the Seven of Wands. You are protected. Divinity is protected. And you walked away from some sort of offer. Like I said, they wanted to turn you. They wanted to change your path. And they went to quite an extent to do so. However, you played dumb. You knew what was going on, but you played dumb to see how far they would take it. And they took it all the way. They took it all the way. They felt like they were going to be let off the hook from what they had pledged themselves to if they could turn you or destroy you. Neither happened. King of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. They were blocking this King of Cups because they know that there is a union coming that cannot be stopped. But that's what they were trying to do, was stop it. To keep you from balancing out your emotions and staying in a state of flight. Running from responsibility. Running from taking action. They got more than they bargained for. Way more than they bargained for. And they did it by the pale moonlight. They pretended to have unconditional love for the Empress. But what was hiding behind the moon was a plan. Hidden enemies. People you didn't even know were involved. People you don't even know. Maybe you don't even want to know them. They are very unimportant to you. Like I said, it's going to be a reading of duality. So if you can't handle the heat, don't stay in the kitchen. This was over a Two of Cups. And an offer. A hidden offer. Pisces energy, Libra energy, Taurus energy. The plan failed. This is the final act. It was a desperate attempt. I have to say, it was what do I want to say? Clumsy. They brought out the mountain lioness. Dumb move. Nine of Pentacles. You chose to stand on your own against these hidden enemies who wanted to turn you, who wanted to see your demise, if nothing else. I'm getting that song, from Constantine, where he goes into the club. But maybe someday you disappoint me. Things were better. I can't think of the words of that song. But it's the part where he goes into the club, if you've ever watched the movie, and it says, play dead, but maybe someday You'll walk away and say, you disappoint me. Things are better off this way. This was a group effort, a collaboration. Someone love bombing, fake love is what I'm feeling here. They wanted to try to steal a divine union through some sort of game they were playing. They wanted you to sign a contract. And if you didn't sign the contract, the attack came. However, you were stronger than that attack. You were solid. Your ships are coming in, and so is this divine union. Whether you're male or female, the divine union with the self was always the plan. Emotional balance is what was necessary. You played dumb very well here. They didn't stop anything. All they stopped was their self. And somebody will have to pay the piper. I had to make notes. They didn't know or didn't understand or were just dumb that you know how this story ends. The fool. They took that leap anyway for a 2 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles. It wasn't theirs to start with. But I'm getting minions. Were tricked into believing that they could take on the divine. Dumb move. Now the reckoning is happening. And they will lose everything and be brought down to the bare bones of survival for their participation in this game. It's over. Like I said, justice meets Neptune, dreams, illusions. Very hasty and very reckless, whoever this King of Pentacles is. Scorpio, Aries energy. Like I said, I got names, I got faces. I can't tell you who they are because it will be different for everyone. Time for the Tower. The reckoning. And trying to destroy something the divine had orchestrated. Trying to turn an empress into an evil being. A vampire. Gemini full moon group. 3 of Cups and the Lovers. They will be facing this final retribution of the divine. They will be in lack. They will be in poverty as you receive a gift for standing alone against an entire group. That's pre-Empress energy. That's the Empress energy. They thought they could take away something that was preordained eons ago. Or destroy it. With lies, cheating, stealing, trying to get away with something. Let me show you these cards and how they're laid out. Very reckless, I might add. This is how it went. How'd that work out for you, Skippy? You were lied to. You were lied to by possibly the devil himself. This is a coven of vampires, and I can't say it's not vampires because they're energetic vampires. They thought if they couldn't turn you, they could destroy you. They were told that they could. But it was a lie. So somebody else wouldn't have to put their neck on the line. The divine knows who they are too. The one that put them up to this. The divine sees all. And you know who you are. If you watch me online, you know who you are, King of Pentacles. You lied to these people. You told them that they could take an empress's crown and destroy her, the divine feminine. She was protected the whole time. And when you attacked, it was nothing for this empress to defeat you. You were a fly in the ointment. She simply removed you. You thought her weak because of her love for humankind. She forgave you anyway. But her heart no longer belonged to you. She has her back turned to you now. Whatever will be, will be. It's not up to her what happens next. The attack was unwarranted. And whoever you are that did this to the Empress, The person who put you up to it, they lied. They lied their asses off. Said you could do it. That it would be an easy job. You know why they put them up to it? Because they were trying to avoid the karma that was going to come along with it. Not going to avoid it. It's coming for them too. Like I said, this is a square off between Saturn and Neptune. And justice is here. Now these friends are all in a crisis because of a feminine energy. Because of the divine feminine. Because she was much stronger and much more ready for the attack than they ever gave her credit for. And if the divine masculine was involved, in fact, in this, which we did not have the Emperor here, I don't even think he is aware of it. But I think that's what they tried to separate. And remember, we have both energies within. All will pay the karmic repercussions of this act. It is the last act. Their defiance was seen, and the bridge cannot be crossed. And they're sorry. I don't think they're going to have any words to speak after this. The law. You are guarded by spiritual law. The law of vibration, the law of cause and effect. The universal laws that cannot be denied. Justice is here. And somebody in the spirit world has been seen, will be judged, and will be reprimanded in a way that they weren't expecting, because they were lied to and thought they could come for an empress's crown, who had to stand alone against all these energies. And I feel like there was a lot of them. I'm seeing eight of them. Today is a day of reckoning. And this drama, they should have been more careful with their garbage. Because now they're getting thrown out. And what they wanted for you is what they now face. They're going to lose it all. Whatever they have. And I'm seeing some very privileged people. Your fantasy cost you everything. trying to throw away a divine being, trying to attack something that was preordained eons ago to keep two energies from culminating in the alchemical marriage of sovereignty. Yeah. It cost you. And it will cost you dearly. Your recklessness or your leap of faith to come after this Empress is where this will lead. And her crown is still intact. Now she has allies that are not of Earth. Not of Earth. Justice and the star. Her power lied in divinity, in the star energy. Whatever these people pledged their allegiance to is their downfall. I'm going to get you a Shadows and Light card, and that's going to be your reading. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on doing any readings today, but I was basically, my hand was forced by the divine. And I'm being told to take this one. Angel de los Muertos. Day of the Dead. Transitions to the spirit realm. We are all there. Some are just in lower vibrational energies than others. This human suit that we wear is not what it will show. Just put it that way. You will see in real time the downfall of these people. And yes, some of them are in the public eye. Big names. Alright. This card says, this compassionate, soulful, and most tender of angels has been assigned 2 tasks. The first is to gently collect and gather souls to take home, where they will rest a while before incarnating again. The second is to remove the fear of death and carry away souls who are anticipating, not participating, sweetness and relief, peace, and a deep restful time before rebirth. The Angel de los Muertos does not obliterate identity at a soul level, but she certainly gently releases the soul from its body, allows the physical body to return to earth, and invites the soul to rest a while before choosing and getting advice from her. There will be a lot of people leaving. On the next incarnation. Her role is to take the fear out of death, to help you to see it is a transformation, an opportunity, and new life. She is tender and warm and epic. She is kind and compassionate. Her tears fall as she gathers souls. The Empress. She can speak to earthbounds too, and encourage those whose work is done, whose time has come, to come home for a while to rest, as they deserve and as the soul needs. She visits those who are left behind with memories and encourages communication and transformative support messages to come through. She knows there's a rainbow bridge between the worlds, and more than once a year, most especially on Samhain, the old name for Halloween, All Saints' Day, or on the anniversary of the passing of a loved one. She helps messages from the departed come through with wisdom and guidance for their children and friends who are still with the living. Her love is boundless, but she has laws that she works within. She speaks. I bring you a message from a loved one whose spirit seems to have already departed, but whose physical presence lingers on for now, as he or she prepares to depart from this life. I ask you now to acknowledge your loved ones who are resting in spirit or creating new selves for their souls. You may soon be about to meet a beloved in a new form. I ask that you stay open-minded about the form in which the souls can come. And I ask that you be open to the message from the loved ancestors. For they have something to tell you, and it will come to you soon in a vision or a dream or a message during a daydream that will bring such sweet tangible proof of what some people still call life after death. There is no death. There is only life and resting time and change. Be ready to be comforted and to learn more of the world beyond this world, which is always with you, but is not always believed in or trusted, even when we send messages to you, as clear as a flag in the sky. The divination message is, the Angel de los Muertos appears in a reading and signifies that you must not delay activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only from those who have passed, but of the truth of who you can activate your life while you are still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass, to recreate the life, contract, and purpose you have. Do not wish to leave in order to start anew. Believe that this life is a constant process of creation, and that you are at a point where you can end a pattern without ending this life. Energy is changing, and death is no longer the greatest reshaper. She comes to visit you now, so that fear of mortality passes, and so that you understand you can begin to rebirth yourself into a new life now. Justice and the Star. It's up to you. These others know what they've done. can't be denied. And they know what they're about to face in this lifetime. They'll only wish for this. They'll only wish for death. But death will not find them. They will have to go through the dark night and have everyone and everything taken from them in order to appreciate the life that they were given. Now, I hate to bring that message, but like I said, if you're one of those people who can't handle this kind of message, don't watch it. Alright? I love you very much, and I wish you all nothing but justice, star energy, healing, resting. Time to receive the gift that was always intended for you. And don't wish to be gone. Wish to live the life you have right now. Cherish it. For nobody's ever promised tomorrow. I love you very much. Bye for now.